We love staying at special bucket list hotels. That's why we put together a list of the 50 most unique hotels from all around the world.
Hey guys, we are Julia, Felix and Sven, and together we travel all around the world most of the year. We often sleep in our van, but sometimes we also like to stay at special hotels. We've been to a few, but there are so many more, so here's our list with our favorites.
This list is not in chronological order, so let's just start with the first one. It's Igloo Zermatt, a very special place that only exists during the winter months. So they built up certain igloos, and we, for example, also had a jacuzzi in our own igloo, and you have a dinner together with cheese fondue. It is very, very special.
And very freezing.
Yeah, it's like minus 20 degrees during the night sometimes.
Yeah, you get some special sleeping bags and then you are sleeping basically on a bed of ice. Next up is the 5 million star hotel in Iceland, which is a bubble hotel. So when you're lucky, you can even see the northern lights at night.
Number 3 is Sonevajani, probably the hotel that comes to mind when you think of those beautiful Maldives resorts.
And it's one of those hotels I really want to go once in my life. Another bucket list hotel is the Tree Hotel in Sweden. It's in the middle of nowhere, up in the north, and they have different tree houses, from UFOs to normal tree houses. There's just everything.
The next hotel is for car lovers. In Germany, as you might know, Germany is special for their cars, and this is called the V8 Hotel, and we stayed there as well, and they have different rooms with different car themes, and we stayed at the Beetle room.
Because his first car was a Beetle, and you basically sleep in the car, so they have the beds that look like cars. And you can also book special activities there, like driving around in a Porsche. Another bucket list hotel is the Chai Lai Orchid in Thailand, where you can be in touch with animals out of your room, I think. It looks super special on the pictures, and I think the animals that live there are living there under good conditions.
The next one is Le Sirenus, a very special hotel in Positano in the Amalfi Coast. As you might know, we love this area in Italy, and this one is probably the most special hotel in Positano with the best view and the best pool.
And probably also the most expensive one. Or one of the most expensive ones. I think a room there starts at a few thousand euros.
Yeah, but what's not that nice is I think it's not dog friendly, so Felix couldn't stay there.
Next up is the Capsule Hotel Arctic Resort in northern Finland. They were the first igloo hotel in the world, I think, and it's super special. You basically sleep in a glass igloo that's heated, so the snow always melts, which makes it possible to see the northern lights at night. We were there. It was one of the most special experiences in our life.
Yeah, and we slept during the night, and at some point when the northern lights appeared, they have this northern light alert, so all of the igloos, they get alerted when you can see the northern lights, and we got lucky as well. Another bucket list hotel is the Cheval Three Keys at the Tower Bridge in London, because it's just an amazing view you get directly to the Tower Bridge.
Next up is the Fængslet in Denmark. I'm sure all of you always wanted to sleep in a prison, and there you can do it.
Another bucket list hotel in Germany is the Westin in Hamburg, because it is located in a very special building, the Elbphilharmonie in Hamburg, which is the opera house. A new and stunning building, and very special to stay there. You can look out of those curvy and beautiful glass windows.
Next up are the TREEHOUSES in Alberobello in Italy. We've just been there recently, and they look super cute, have a very funny shape. And back in the days they were used to store food, but nowadays you can just go there and sleep in there.
The Sveti Stefan resort in Montenegro is also very special to stay at, and I think probably because it is very expensive and it is kind of like a guarded place, so you can't just walk there. And
a little island.
Yeah, it's like an island in the Adriatic coast, and it looks beautiful, but it's also very, very expensive.
The Taj Lake Palace is a very special bucket list hotel in India. I mean, just look at the pictures. It looks super, super beautiful.
The Atta Inn in Sweden is on this list, not because the house itself looks nice right on the lake, but because the room itself is actually under the water, so you have to enter the house and just walk downstairs to sleep there.
I'm sure you've seen pictures or videos of the next bucket list hotel, which is the Giraffe Manor in Kenya. So you basically sit on your chair eating breakfast and giraffes are coming in from the windows, snacking from your plates. It looks so cool.
The next hotel is especially special from the outside. So it's the Inter Hotel in Zaandam, close to Amsterdam, in the Netherlands. It looks just very interesting and funny.
Some of our followers told us that it's only special from the outside and not really from the inside, so you can just walk by and take a picture if you are in that area. The Berggasthaus Escher is located in Switzerland and is basically a tiny house built right into the cliff. They only have a very small number of rooms and it's super beautiful to stay there.
Next up is the Cavo Tagu in Mykonos, which is a cave hotel, and it is also very expensive but also very beautiful.
The Conrad on the Maldives is a resort that is very unique because they have an underwater restaurant. I'm sure you've seen pictures or videos from that, and it's also my dream to go there one day.
If you're traveling to the Netherlands, make sure to also stay in a traditional Dutch windmill. We did it just by booking at Airbnb in Zeeland, south in the country, and it is very, very nice. It's just a must-do thing in the Netherlands.
Felix agrees.
Yeah, you liked it too, huh?
The Jumbo Stay in Sweden is a hotel that was formerly an airplane, and you can even sleep in the cockpit. I mean, how cool is that?
The Skylodge in Peru is also very, very unique because those are just some small capsules right at a mountain cliff, and you have to hike there to actually sleep in those capsules.
Atlantis the Palm in Dubai is another bucket list hotel because they have underwater rooms, so you basically face an aquarium while sitting on the toilet.
The Hotel Belvedere in Switzerland is also very famous. I think it was shown in one James Bond movie, and it looks beautiful because it's right inside of a curve overlooking the mountains, but you also have to note that it's actually not open anymore, so you can just go there, take some pictures.
From the outside.
From the outside, yeah, but you can't get in.
Next up are some ice hotels around the world. There are so many different ones and they melt every summer, so they get rebuilt in winter. I know that there are some in Iceland, in Sweden, in Finland as well, so if you are in a snowy area, make sure to check if they have some ice hotels.
The Plaza Athénée in Paris is an iconic hotel with the most stunning view of the Eiffel Tower.
Next up is the St. Pancras Renaissance Hotel in London, which has kind of a Harry Potter vibe. We really liked the beautiful staircase and only went there to take some pictures and for their nice breakfast buffet.
La Mamounia in Morocco is very, very nice because it's one of the most special hotels in the world. It's rated as one of the best hotels in the world, and it's kind of like a giant resort resembling all those traditional Moroccan riads, and also very expensive, I think.
A more affordable place to stay is a room at the SCF Collection in Milan. What's special about this is the window facing the Duomo, where you can get the most beautiful views during day and also night.
Of course, a castle hotel can't miss on this list, so we can recommend the Manoir de l'Ébiole in Belgium. We also stayed there. It's close to Spa and it just looks stunning. It's a very beautiful castle and also the rooms are very, very nice.
The next hotel went viral over social media last year, I think. It's the Dolomitenhütte in Austria, and they have one special room where you're looking in the mountains and it just looks unreal.
You probably know the Blue Lagoon. It's the most famous place in Iceland, and you can actually sleep in a hotel right at the Blue Lagoon. I think it's called the Retreat at Blue Lagoon. So if you have a room there, you can just walk into the Blue Lagoon privately, basically.
Capsule hotels are famous all around the world. I think especially in Japan. There are so many of them, and it should be on everybody's list to stay there at least once a night, but better don't be claustrophobic because it's a tiny space.
We've already shared one bubble hotel in Iceland, but there's another special one in Jordan, so you can basically stay right in the center of a desert and gaze at the stars during the nighttime, because I think it must look beautiful.
I'm sure all of you know Marina Bay Sands, the famous hotel in Singapore that looks like a surfboard on top of 3 buildings. They have many casinos in these buildings and a luxury hotel on the higher floors.
But the most special thing about this hotel is probably the infinity pool on top of the buildings, because you can watch the whole Singaporean skyline. If you like treehouse hotels, you shouldn't miss the Pan Treetop hotels in Norway. They look very nice because they are right in the middle of nature.
In India, there is another picturesque hotel called the Oberoi Uday Villas, and it just looks straight out of a Bollywood movie.
If you ever wanted to sleep in a cave in Sweden, you can do it in Sala Silvergruva, I think it's called like that. So, yeah.
Sorry for our pronunciation during this entire video, we are trying our best. In Tanzania you can find the Manta resort, and it's basically just a room underwater, and the pictures from there looks super stunning.
This one is for Felix because it's called the Dog Park Bug in Bed and Breakfast, I'm not sure.
In the United States.
Yeah, it's just a hotel looking like a doggo.
Wollen wir da hin?
You wanna go there? No?
Wanna go? Let's go! The Aquadome in Austria is a very stunning resort with some thermal bath, and you can spend a whole week there and will feel super fresh and relaxed afterwards, I promise.
The castle in Belgium we showed you before is kind of a smaller one. If you want to stay in a huge and very special castle, you can check out Ashford Castle in Ireland. It also looks just stunning, and the rooms as well.
Of course, this list wouldn't be complete without a hotel overlooking the skyline in New York City. That's why we also included the Williamsburg Hotel. It has a very special interior, and we would love to stay there one day.
Another special hotel you can stay at is a crane hotel. We did that in the Netherlands at a harbor city, and it was very, very nice. It was just an old harbor crane, and they built it out to a very nice and modern hotel room.
The next bucket list hotel is located in Florence, and in there you have some windows looking at the Duomo. It looks super special. We actually tried to book this one, but it wasn't possible, so I'm not sure if they're currently renovating or if it's not available anymore, but the pictures we saw from there were super nice.
The Parkroyal Hotel on Pickering Road in Singapore is also very special because it is an extremely green hotel. Each and every floor in this hotel is somehow green, like an own little garden, and there is also a very special pool, and this hotel just gives you kind of a very relaxed and naturey feeling right in the center of the city.
I think this is also the hotel that kind of started our obsession for special hotels, because when we stayed there for the first time we were like, wow, this is so cool, such a nice concept.
Yeah, and whenever I think about the best breakfast I ever had in a hotel, I always think of this hotel.
They had the biggest selection, but it's often like that in Asia because they cover so many different tastes from around the world. The Ducato in Santorini is another bucket list hotel. It looks like a room with a pool. It looks surreal. I don't know.
And last but not least, the Riffelhaus in Switzerland, to be precise, in Zermatt. And what is famous for Zermatt is of course the Matterhorn. It's just the most stunning mountain you will ever see, so that's it for me. And the Riffelhaus has the best view right facing the Matterhorn, and there's also a little jacuzzi, and you can relax inside there and just enjoy the view. And
go to the sauna, also with the same view. They have a beautiful spa area as well.
And great breakfast and great dinner. It's just a very, very nice hotel.
And just from there you can jump into your skis and drive down the slopes. Can you see his nose? Felix decided to leave, and we are already at the end of this video. We really hope you liked it.
If so, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our upload for next week. And
if you don't, Felix will eat you. Okay, thanks so much for watching. See you.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.